Hey everyone, this is D'Angelo, aka Darth Mix from the Geek Lyfe, and I'm here today with...
Autumn Ivy.
Yeah! So, could you take a moment to actually introduce yourself and who you are and what you sort of do?
My name's Autumn Ivy. I mainly costume. I also narrate. I game. I do a mix and match of all kinds of things. Kind of a jack of all trade type deal.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you seem like a very creative person. What actually inspired you when you were younger to actually get into this? Was it always something you had, or was it something you actually discovered about yourself later on?
I was like the imaginary friend kid. Like I had the imaginary friends.
Yeah.
So like I always wanted to be something else, or like put myself in someone else's shoes. Obviously a big fan of Halloween.
Yeah.
Love Halloween. And I kind of just melded that into coming to Comicon once I discovered what that was, and it kind of bloomed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. And what would you say is one of your most favorite moments in doing cosplay, or even Twitch streaming, or whatever? Yeah.
One of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. So one of the first times I cosplayed Poison Ivy, I actually had a little girl and her sister come up to me.
Yeah.
And this little girl stopped me and she grabbed my hand. She's like, "I want to be just like you when I grow up." And I stopped and I almost cried because I was like, "Oh honey, no, you need to read the books. It's gonna be okay." No, but that aside, honestly, the kids coming up and talking to you and being excited, and even adults.
Yeah.
You have grown adults that run up to you that are like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited to see you." Yes. And you find yourself doing it too. You see this character that, like an Overwatch character is something you just adore, and all of a sudden you see the embodiment of it in person, and it's just so exciting. And it's nice to meet other people. It's really awesome.
Awesome. And what is one of your least favorite moments? Whether it's actually an actual serious moment or a mishap that was just humorous that you didn't think was going to go wrong and then it just completely went off the rails?
Upskirt shots.
Oh, really?
Do not walk by me and take upskirt shots because I'll know. I'll catch you and we'll talk. And you don't want to talk to me. So, no, I honestly, it's really cruddy that I even have to actually bring that up. If you want to have one of the serious worst case conversations, it 100% is that.
Yeah.
People touching when they don't ask. I actually had a girl, no joke, a girl who maybe weighed 100 pounds soaking wet, about yay tall, pick me up. Okay, and I weigh 180 pounds. And this little girl picks me up and takes off down the hall with me. And I'm like, yo, I have no idea who this girl is. She just, boom, and she's gone.
Yeah.
So I made her put me down, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, hey, what's up? Please don't, again.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that. Just, be courteous, you know what I mean? That's the biggest thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
And what would you say, what geeky medium actually inspired you when you were younger? Would you say it was anime, cartoons, video games, anything like that?
Princess Mononoke.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest impacts.
Yeah.
Obviously, I watched Pokemon, I watched Digimon, I did all that stuff. I watched some of the older animes. I love Zoids.
Yeah.
So, a lot of that stuff. But Princess Mononoke was I felt that anime 100%. Just having that kind of I want to be alone, you don't understand type deal.
Yeah.
So that was a deeply impacting anime for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a bit of a silly question, but you're a supervillain and about to take over the world, all right? You have two people that you can bring from any universe to be your allies to fight against the world's heroes. So what two people do you have by your side? They can be good guys or bad guys, but they'll be on your team while they defend you against all the rest of the heroes.
Oh my god.
Universe.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is terrible because I just fell balls deep into this fandom. I 100% would take Rick Sanchez with me. 100% would take Rick Sanchez.
Good choice.
And then I would take Thanos.
Good choice, yeah.
Because I'm not stupid. So, just with our powers combined.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse. I'm pretty sure he can take some heroes on. Yeah.
A little bit. Sure. So I would say, those two.
Nice.
Weirdest combination you've ever seen, but hey, whatever.
Still, I'm sure Rick alone could also do some damage. Yeah.
It would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, now I'm just picturing just travesty, depression, and drinking. Lots of drinking.
And let's say it's the beginning weeks of the zombie apocalypse.
All right.
What is your plan? All right.
Don't go to Costco.
Okay.
Don't go to Walmart. I'm going to stay in my house, fortify my home, build a cellar, and wait it out.
Smart.
Because everybody's going to be taken off to the mountain in Costco, man. Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to go to the mall. I'm like, did you see Dawn of the Dead? No, fuck. All right. So, not doing that.
I see.
I'll stay at home.
And there was a Sunday where you have money in your bank account, your car is full of gas, you have tons of food and everything, all your friends and family are all occupied.
Okay.
How do you spend this Sunday where you have no responsibilities, no obligations, but all the resources?
But a vehicle full of money?
A vehicle full of gas.
Oh, gas.
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
I got excited. I'm like, all right,
Also,
well, I mean,
you know,
combo,
money
here
as
I
well,
go.
yeah.
A vehicle full of gas. I'd go to the mountain and just
Right.
like hang out, man. Go camping for a little while, like clear my head.
Okay.
Those
Yeah.
are some of the best relaxation points that you can have. So that's one. I mean, it seems to some people it would seem kind of off, but sometimes you just need to let it
Chill
go.
out and get away from everything.
Yeah. So if I had a full tank of gas, I would just take off and burn the gas as much as I could, and just go to the furthest mountain I could.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this actually might lead into the next question, but whenever you're a very creative person, so obviously sometimes, as all creative people do, they encounter roadblocks, like creatively. What do you do to overcome those roadblocks? Is it simply the method of walk away and come back to it, or do you have another method that actually?
My grandmother, as a matter of fact, always told me that if you get frustrated or you start to get aggravated working on something, whether it be sewing, crafting, whatever it is that you're doing, if you get frustrated, walk away. Okay. 100% walk away. Go do something else. Like, go cook dinner, go to the gym, just go do something else, because the only thing you're going to continue to do if you keep working on that project in that frustrated mindset is make it worse.
Okay, good
so
advice.
Walk away, 100%.
Nice. And what advice do you have for people who either want to get into cosplay or Twitch streaming? Now, a lot of people say don't give up on your dreams, which is a very cliche sort of answer.
Right.
Now, some other people, like Mega Ran, for example, has said find a mentor, someone who does what you do, and try to learn from them, even if you can't reach them. So do you have any advice that would go a step further than actually not giving up on your dreams?
There's always going to be somebody who tells you can't.
Okay.
100% there will be. I don't care the believe in your dream statement. Yeah, sure, you do that thing, but you know what? At the end of the day, somebody's going to drag you down, somebody's going to make you feel shitty, and somebody's going to tell you can't, and you're going to start to believe them. And that's just how it is. I mean, that could be somebody like your mother, and that's the worst part. Is it could be a family member, it could be like your best friend, just slipping a comment off to the side that you don't really think affects you.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking about it later, and it dwells, and it hits, and it just digs, and all of a sudden you realize, I can't. That's not true. You can. You 100% can. You just forgot that you could. So for every time somebody tells you that you can't do something or you start to feel discouraged, just remember, they're not you. You are capable of so much more than you could ever believe, and all you have to do is do it. And yeah, you're going to fail a few times. You're not going to do it right the first few times. That's part of practice. That's what practice is. There is no perfect. It's always about the practice of doing it. So just remember that.
Nice. That's really good advice. And where can we all find you online?
You can find me on Twitch, xxautomybxx. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm under, I believe, actually the same thing, xxautomybxx. I'm also available on Facebook under Automyb Cosplay. And actually, I just started doing narration. I got hired to do 2 audiobooks, so you can also find me under The Bone Collector.
Right on.
Preferably if you're looking for me to do anything narration-wise or read stories or anything like that, which is actually what our panel is about right now.
Nice.
I am perfectly capable of doing said things. I'd like horror stories, so look up The Bone Collector, which is me, currently, dressed this way.
Awesome.
The Bone Collector.
Well, thank you again so much for doing this interview with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys later.
I like it.